Hey guys, welcome back. So today, another red day. Actually, these red days don't really feel too bad. It hasn't really been the hottest market for trading small caps, and my swing trading account is nicely in the green. It's just, I don't know. I've been a little bit sloppy maybe, but it's always like these marginal difference. Like it could have been a small green day today and yesterday, but it could also been a small red day today. I think what I did right, I managed my risk. And when I got really close to being stopped out for the day, so basically being down 10% on my average position size, I started taking very, very slow base hits and, digging myself out of the hole a little bit. We're going to be talking about MRNS today. We're going to be reviewing PSTV as well. I want to show you guys the swing trades I'm currently in, which I think is really just one DKNG from that we talked about yesterday, and really just trying to learn a little bit from the trades I made today, where I went wrong. Let me see what you guys think. Definitely leave comments below when we're reviewing the trades. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. And I also want to be talking about, those key setups, like which were the best setups today. I want to focus on those. Try to get as much out of it every single day. Reviewing your trades is the most important thing, or one of the most important things. There's probably like a list of like 5, or maybe like 2, I don't know. Definitely reviewing your past trades. Any professional athletes watches videos of their old games or their, whatever competitions, and just like that's exactly what you need to be doing. I spend just as much time reviewing my past trades as I actually do trading, and that has exponentially made me a better trader and allowed me to become a consistently profitable trader and allowed me to trade for a living. So I think, that's an amazing thing, and I just want you guys to get in the habit of that as well. So let's go to the charts now, guys. Don't forget to drop a like below if you enjoy the content. Definitely consider subscribing if you're new. Join the community. It's absolutely amazing. That's everything for now. Let's go to the charts and review these trades. Alrighty, tidy guys. So welcome back here. Today is actually our second red day now in a row. Wait, hold on. Let me go to the. No, that's the wrong account. Let me go to this account. So day trading second red day in a row, and which is actually fine because yesterday I was down like $200 something. No, I was almost down 300, and then we came back to like 110. Negative, right? And then today I was really close to the 300 mark again, and then I came back to 150, which makes me feel a little bit better because it's really scary at that negative $300 mark, because that's roughly when I stop myself out. That's when I'm like, okay, I'm done trading for the day. And this is a very dynamic number because I say 10% of my average position size. And right now my average position size is actually more like $2,000, but I want to get it to $3,000. So I'm already like kind of flipping my mindset a little bit. So when I'm trading with, let's say, $10,000 position sizes, then my max stop for the day is going to be $1,000, right? 10% of my average position size. So today, PSTV pre-market, oh man, I was fumbling like freaking when you drop a tennis ball and you're trying to catch it midair. That's what I was doing. It's actually kind of ridiculous because it started off pretty good at first. PSTV, let's actually just quickly recap this one here, smidget. 4 million float, that's nice. US Biotech, okay, that's pretty much always what we trade. They got a fast track approval on a treatment. And they had insiders buying as well, so directors of the company were buying in August. All things that sounded really, really good. The problem is PSTV has probably one of the ugliest long-term charts ever. Apparently their stock price was at $75,000 at one point. It wasn't. They have a lot of reverse splits. They have dilution. This stock is only going in one direction, and that's to the downside. And all the past spikes on this one were very, very weak. So I knew trading PSTV, I had to be careful about. I knew this one was dangerous. And that's actually why I only did one trade on the way to the upside. So right here, I bought this pullback and I sold pretty much before the break of 3.6 because I didn't really trust it, right? Probably left like 6% on the table. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. I walked away with like a $50 profit on that one. I was like, okay, whatever. I don't really care. I think somewhere in this area, I started getting a little bit of FOMO. And then all of a sudden I was like, wow, this thing ran all the way to $4 pre-market. That's pretty high. I mean, that's way up here. Mind you though, past pre-markets on this one were not pretty. So, I've traded PSTV before. It's not like I don't know that. Last time we went to 4 and then, it totally sold off. So now we're at 4 and I'm like, I should have been a little bit more conscious on that fact. Anyway, we had a nice little breakout here, a big candle, and I was buying the pullback here, looking for a quick continuation back to like 4.2. I was looking for a very small base hit here. Didn't get that, bought a little bit more size here, had a little bit bigger size than I actually wanted, and I kind of realized that. about a $3,000 position size, which pre-market is kind of aggressive. After the market opened, $3,000 for a position size isn't that aggressive. But, pre-market, I don't want to dig myself into a hole. And that's exactly what I did with this one trade. So this trade, biggest position size of my pre-market, and then this big bounce happens. It totally catches me off guard. I'm like, what's going on? Let me get out of this one. I was trying to get out right around here on this little quick move. I should have been more aggressive with that. I was kind of like, I can maybe get out with like 1 or 2 extra cents to the upside. Didn't happen. Boom! Huge flush here, another 7%. I'm like, I was almost down with my max stop here at around 10% for any trade. At any trade, 10%, that's when I pull the plug no matter what, because it's like, I've broken many rules already, and that's like my last stop. Anyway, usually around 4% I'm getting out of a trade. We dipped down here, and then this one candle was was like a 7% dip. We started moving back higher here, and on the move higher, I sold at 73. It was kind of painful to sell at 73 because I felt like, we could have, hit VWAP and I could make, another 2% back. But that's the dangerous part. That's the freaking dangerous part. And that's exactly what happened here. I was like, okay, well, we could move a little bit further higher, and then I'll get out for a smaller loss. So here I was like, you know what? That's not going to happen twice in a row. So I just closed it. Luckily, because this thing actually dipped again. And actually on the second dip, I actually bought it looking for that reversal to VWAP. We didn't get it again. And again, I took, this was a scratch. I took a small win on this one by probably like $1 or $2. Didn't trade any of this, a little bit disappointed with myself. Took another scratch here, looked for that breakout pullback, continuation, didn't get it. Here, again, same setup, was looking for that breakout continuation, didn't get it. This one was actually a bigger loss. Again, this was like a $50 loss. And then here, this one really got me. All I wanted, I feel like at this point, was to see VWAP have a retest. We had a nice little fake out here. And then I kind of bought this kind of possible breakout move here. I don't even know why I was trading this, a little choppy. Dipped down here to 46, and I instantly got out. I was down 3 cents a share. I had no chill at this point. This sucked because literally the next candle, it goes up 5%. And I'm like, that was the move I wanted. I wasn't looking for the break of VWAP. I was looking for the retest of VWAP and selling before VWAP, right? So this was literally the exact move I wanted. I would have made back quite a bit on this one. I probably would have went from like down almost 300 on this one. I think I was down like 280. I probably would have been back to, I don't know, like maybe 200 or even below 200. So that would have been nice. I don't know. PSTV, I didn't really look at it, any of this. I didn't feel comfortable. Corey called this move out, which is actually a great move. And this is a move I would typically be on board with. But I knew PSTV had a lot of sellers. One, I knew I was trading it miserably, and I didn't want to get caught into a flush like this one. So I said, you know what, pause off PSTV. For me, I'm not going to trade it anymore. I was really busy today with MRNS, but not as busy as I shoulda, coulda, woulda been, because obviously, I was a little bit traumatized with how I was trading PSTV. So MRNS, let me quickly go here to the daily chart while I talk about this one. 83 million float, US biotech, phase 3, rare form of genetic epilepsy, right? So this catalyst is a little bit better than PSTV in my mind. Because, phase 3 is already much better than just fast track approval. Well, not always, but phase 3 isn't something we see all the time. 83 million float, US biotech. So this is a larger company. This isn't really our typical small cap. It's over $200 million dollar volume for today. So, thickly traded today, 400 million plus market cap. So it's kind of a big ticker. We're running up here. We have big resistance at around 3.6 and $4. In pre-market, you can kind of see that. So 3.6, big resistance here, had to fake out, a lot of retests in this area. At around $3, I was really thinking, okay, MRNS, this could be good. I like what I'm seeing here. Oh, my trades aren't showing up for some reason. That's a little bit unfortunate. They should show up. I have it checked. It checked. I don't know. Sometimes it happens, guys. I apologize. That's just how it goes sometimes. Okay, whatever. I remember my trades. So I didn't trade any of this, and then I also didn't trade this perfect pullback. This was the best trade of the day right here. Boom. Best trade of the day. Just remember that. Nice breakout with volume of VWAP. We have a pullback here. We have that 5-minute breakout. Everything about this trade was perfect. I didn't do it because we had so many false breakouts, so many VWAPs sessions that falsely broke out and then flushed to the downside like 10-15% in the last few weeks, that I just did not have the conviction behind it. And I was already down at like 280 at this point. So I was like, any mistake here is going to stop me out for the day. So like I just did not have the chill for this trade, unfortunately. So whatever, I missed all this, and then eventually I think in this area is when I started getting aggressive. I think I had one little trade here, I had two little trades here, and then I had, I think, a reversal trade. I don't know. I do remember though specifically I bought this pullback to the 90 EMA. This was a nice little trade. Sold here on the break of 90 to basically 91. This was a pretty cool trade. I basically just had a ton of little bit of base hits in this area. And with those base hits, I was able to make back a little bit of profit. The thing is that is a little bit unfortunate is I was really churning my wheels here a lot. Like with PSTV, I just had big size pre-market and took a few bigger losses, specifically one big loss. With MRNS, I used smaller size and had a ridiculous amount of small, tiny, like micro base hits, right? Base hit to me is like usually like 2 to 4%. These were like 1%, like constantly. But it shows you, 1% trades, because it still adds up. But it was still kind of like, it was like a lot of digging. I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot of work. So guys, a big lesson here is just be very, very careful. Like pre-market, it's just messy stuff, and sometimes it's amazing. I love trading pre-market, but don't dig yourself a hole before the market even opens. It's really annoying to be stopped out before the trading day begins, I find. So I'll take it like being down $100 or being up $100, or I shouldn't say 100. I should say like being down 3% on my average position size, or being up 3% on my average position size. But I definitely don't want to be already down 10% on my average position size. That is not the way you want to start your day. And pre-market to me is more about like getting a feel for the overall market, getting a feel for the tickers you're gonna be trading today, and all that fun stuff. So today, one thing we did talk about, obviously DKNG for our swing trades. Let me actually go here, and the one we entered yesterday, this was a really, really nice entry. We're up around 450 on this one with a $2.5 thousand position size. DKNG, kind of a sweet move here. I'm looking for this one to have a continuation now past 50. I really like the fact that it's a small red day, and we're holding our highs really well. A lot of catalysts behind this one, so I feel fairly confident that DKNG will have a break past 50. Definitely want to keep an eye on this one. Something else we were talking about is the difference between CVS and Walgreens. I don't know if you guys know much about the difference, but these both could be really interesting trades. Both of them are kind of getting close to big support. CVS could be a big buy below 55 in my eyes, and WBA, Walgreens, could be a great buy under 33. Look at this big sell-off it had, really approaching some massive support right now at 33. Look on the weekly chart, it makes a little bit more sense. Definitely do your due diligence between WBA, Walgreens, and CVS. It's something that I don't know enough about, but based on these things selling off, usually mid-October, there seems to be some bounces going on. So check out these two tickers. Could be really good swing trade ideas. And yeah, that's everything I want to talk about in this video. I gotta fly, guys. Don't forget to drop a like if you enjoy the content. Subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys first thing tomorrow morning for the live stream. Leave comments below. What do you guys think about CVS? What do you guys think about WBA? How did you guys day trade today? I would love to know what you guys did, what you guys learned, and all that fun stuff. Drop a comment below. I'll get back to you. Till then, ciao, ciao, and till next time, ciao.